Conditions are hardly ideal for the 1,500 motorcyclists joining the Otago Motorcycle Club's annual Brass Monkeys Rally from Otago to Dunedin. The day starts with Constables Patrick Graney and Fraser Jackson wrestling with a Honda Goldwing. The men are feeling every single one of the 150km/h winds. This rider needs help to stay upright long enough to turn around.
He's already lost his sunglasses and I couldn't open my door to get out of the car, so Wellington's got nothing on this.
The officers are scrambling to set up a checkpoint in Otago to inform the riders about the worsening conditions in the hills.
If this doesn't blow away, we're going to cook bacon and eggs for the cold motorcyclists as they come through. And for us, hopefully. I'm not holding my breath.
The wind's not holding its breath either, and police are concerned about getting the motorcyclists over the notorious Tiger Hill without them turning into kites.
Hey, we've had a guy on a Goldwing get blown off at the top of the hill.
Okay, on a Goldwing?
Yeah, on a really heavy Goldwing, so it's at your risk.
Quite blustery is an understatement, given reports emerging from further up State Highway 85.
So we've just had a woman come through the checkpoint from Tiger Hill, which is where we rescued the bike from this morning, and she said there's bikes everywhere, people holding them up and trying to help each other out. So we'll go and have a look. Hopefully she's exaggerated the situation, but I really don't think she has.
At the top of Tiger Hill, it's clear the reports are no exaggeration. Several outriders who slipped the checkpoint are now struggling to stay on the road, as is anyone who's not in a car.
You're going that way? There's trees all over the road up that way. That's a foot peg from a motorbike. We've got to close this.
With conditions this dangerous, Patrick makes a decision that won't please the rally riders, but might save them.
If you can hear me, close this road to all motorbikes.
The Otago Motorcycle Club's Brass Monkeys Rally is in its 33rd year. This year's event will be remembered as the one that blew. Winds are gusting at over 150km/h, leaving Constable Patrick Graney with no choice but to intervene.
If you can hear me, close this road to all motorbikes.
Further down the road, it's clear Patrick's made the right decision. For this rider, even the simple act of performing a U-turn in retreat is proving impossible.
I can't actually do anything. The bike's very top heavy.
Yep.
And it's very down.
When the bike gets side on to the wind, it acts like a sail. In these conditions, a three-point turn is a three-man job.
All right.
That's just insane. Got tears streaming out of my eyes. He's got snot all over his face. It's just terrible. That's just terrible because the wind is just ripping everything to shreds.
Back in Otago, riders take stock over a bacon sandwich and reflect on a close call.
Oh man, it was just phenomenal. I've never experienced winds as strong as that. We could not even stand up. We were blown off the bike. My wife was on her hands and knees crawling out to pick up the tank bag. She could not stand up. It's just ridiculous.
Police have advised event organisers about the dangers, but not everyone has got the message.
There's always those odd ones that are going to think, oh, it doesn't affect me, and they're going to be the ones that end up bloody coming to grief, which is the last thing we want to see.
Thankfully, there have been no reports of injury, but plenty of expensive machinery has been damaged.
So I've got some souvenirs, and I'm glad I'm not the only one that came off, but I'm glad the cops are doing the right thing and stopping the guys for, you know, looking after us, really. They're doing a great job.
The weather is a great equaliser, and right now, it doesn't matter what kind of bike you ride, Brass Monkeys are staying put.
You're not allowed to tell my missus, she'll get jealous.
In Otago, police are babysitting scores of motorcyclists who are supposed to be completing the annual Brass Monkeys motorcycle rally.
We've got free bacon sandwiches here for you, but basically up on the top of the hill there, you can walk through and see all the damage on all the bikes we've picked up this morning.
Gale force winds have already blown several bikes clean off the road, and police have been forced to close a section of State Highway 85 on the notorious Tiger Hill.
We're just going to head back up towards Tiger Hill just to assess what the wind's like. I mean, it doesn't appear to have changed much down here, but at least we can say to people who've been up, had a look, and whether it's okay or not. So we'll jump in the car and head up there now.
The wind is forecast to drop, but right now, even cars are being pushed around.
You're actually having to almost steer slightly to the left to keep the car on a straight line. There's just gusts keep buffing the car out towards the centre line.
After a reassessment, Sergeant Bruce Martin decides to call a meeting. Police have a plan to get the brass monkeys through.
I'll get everyone together, sitting down. We think we've got a plan for them to escape. So the wind has eased enough to get some people through, and we've had 5 bikes go through, and the consensus is that it can be done, but we're going to stop all traffic coming both ways, just get the bikes through, and they should be okay.
Bruce informs the group of over 100 motorcyclists that police will guide them over the hill in convoy. Up on Tiger Hill, rain has added another element, but the wind has died down, and Bruce supervises the riders as they finally make it through to the other side.